So I continued asking the questions, and it wasn't 2 years later where I made the decision to give my life to Jesus. And and for me, we all have that moment where we make that decision. And it's the most important decision we can make in our lives. It took me a long time to work it out. But while I'd made that decision, I still didn't feel the realness of Jesus inside of me. And I needed to feel that and understand that a little bit more. And sure enough, God gave me that opportunity. It came around in December of 1999. Debs and I had been married just for a matter of 6 months. And I was battling in my cricket career. In fact, my cricket career was over. Certainly my test career. I was 32 years of age. We were playing against England here in South Africa. And the second test was in Port Elizabeth. And the last ball of the match was a drawn test match. The last ball of the match was hit by an English batsman to me at mid-wicket. I picked the ball up and the umpire said, "That's the end of the game." And I said, "Thank goodness I got the ball, because this is the last time I'll hold a cricket ball in international cricket." I'd scored just 15 runs in 4 innings. I was absolutely nowhere. I was shot. I was gone as a cricketer, nothing left. I was actually quite happy to get off the field, to be honest with you. I wanted to move into another direction in my life. And we kind of finished that game, and the next test match team has been selected in a few days. And I was hoping that my name wouldn't come up in that team, and it did come up. I was selected for the third test on the 26th of December, 1999 in Durban. And I didn't want to go to the field. I didn't want to go to that ground. I did not want to play the test match. I had given up inside of me. I had no confidence in me. I had nothing left mentally to offer this cricket game and this team. And we got to Durban and we started practicing, and I remember just doing my usual routines that I always do. And one or two of the guys said, "How are you doing?" Because I knew that my form was really bad. And I said, "I really am battling. I don't know if I'm going to kind of make a play of this game." And I'll never forget, England went out to bat, and they got 450 in the first innings. And we went into bat on the second day, and we were bowled out for 180. I got a total of 8 runs. My career was coming to an end fast. I remember I was down to that last day. And we followed on that day. We batted again on the second day. And I remember saying to myself, well, at least this is going to be over in 2 days. And I managed to survive the day. I was 2 not out overnight. I had to go bat the next day, and Debs arrived, and we had some time in prayer. And Debs led the prayer, and she said, "God, Gary has nothing left in him to offer this cricket team. All we ask of you tomorrow is what you will for Gary. That's all we ask. He's going to offer the team nothing. All we ask of you is what you want from him tomorrow. We give tomorrow to you." And I woke up the next morning, and Deb said, "How are you feeling?" And I said, "Well, I don't feel anything, to be honest, because I don't expect anything." And I went out to bat. That day I was on 2 not out overnight. We were in serious trouble as a team. And Andrew Caddick, their big, tall, fast bowler, bowled the first over to me. And then third ball of that first over, I played a back foot drive and I hit it for 4. It's a shot I've never, ever played in my cricket career. Never, a back foot drive. And I looked at my bat and I saw a red mark in the middle of the bat. The reason why I could see the red mark is because there were no others in the middle of the bat. And I carried on batting, and 2 overs later, Andrew Flintoff's bowling into me. He bowls me a short ball. It hits the shoulder of the bat and kind of loops up. And I'm kind of walking off the field because I think the keeper's going to catch it easily. And the next thing I see him running back, and he dives behind him, and the ball bounces. So he doesn't take the catch. And then he throws the ball back at the stumps, and I got to run back to not get run out because I thought I was out. Anyway, this bizarre event continued. And I carried on batting, and suddenly I was still there at lunchtime on 32 not out. And I thought, what's going on here? This is impossible. This is not me batting. And I go out after lunch, and I keep batting, and I keep playing some false shots, and then I hit some great shots. And suddenly I get to tea time, and I'm on 64 not out. And I go out after tea, and suddenly I'm starting to feel, jeepers, maybe I can do something on this cricket field. But I don't fall into the temptation of suddenly taking control of it. I just let it go. I let it go, and I said, God, you do with what you want with me in this game. And I went to bat after tea time, and I faced a few more balls, and I carried on batting, and I hit another cover drive in the middle of the bat. Now there are a few marks in the middle, and by the end of the day, I was on 100 not out. And the story doesn't end there. I go to bed that night. I've made another 100 for my country with no confidence and with nothing in me. The next day, it rains for half the day. I then go bat in the afternoon. I bat out another session. And I finish the fourth day on 145 not out. But we still got more to do because we're still losing the test match. And I go out on the last day. I've now been batting for 9 hours. And I go out and bat on the last day, and I bat the whole of the last day. And bat for 14 hours and score 275. Thank you, Lord. So what happens? I play another 50 test matches for my country after saving my test career. Another 50 test matches. I play for South Africa for another 5 years. Another 5 years. I save my career on the back of that one performance where I had nothing left in me, and we end up winning we win the next test match, and we win the series. But what did it teach me? It taught me that I thought that I had the power to make the decisions in my life, even in adversity, that I could turn it around. And just the one opportunity I gave God to step in and take control of my life, He shows me what He's capable of. And from that day on, I realized that God actually exists deeply inside of me and is very real to me. And I wake up every day from that day onwards and thank Him for everything that has come my way. Thank Him for the opportunities that He's given me. Thank Him for the people that I meet through this Christian walk.